Getting sick. Getting sick, in my opinion, is the worst thing ever. Now, you may be saying to yourself, but Ryan, you get to stay home all day and watch TV. Well, no. As emetophobic, which means the fear of throwing up, I'm in constant fear when sick, even with a moderate cold. Wait, you're afraid of vomiting? What? Yeah, I know it's weird, but it's a real thing. It's on one of the top 20 most common phobias. But the worst part is, since we have a young kid in our house, he has no idea how to cover his sneezes or coughs, so he gets me sick sometimes, and he gets sick a lot. This phobia all started when I was on my way back home from my cousin's house, and I ended up having a stomach bug, so I was throwing up every 30 minutes for the rest of the day. Lastly, I don't think it's going away anytime soon, since I caught a bug and threw up once last spring, but I'm still extremely afraid. Even a joke about throwing up, though, can send someone into a panic attack like me. Like, one time people were just fake throwing up a bunch at school, and I just went into extreme panic mode. It also kind of sucks, though, because most likely you haven't even heard of this phobia, and they kind of just think it's fake, and you kind of just gotta get over it. And most people say, well, no one likes throwing up, do they? But, that doesn't really help. That just makes you feel like you can't really control your emotions and you're just being a wuss. I was just thinking about this, and I have a lot of things that I try to do to stay calm. I have a bunch of different books on breathing techniques, and I don't know, I have so many bookmarks. And I always have a bunch of mints with me because they help you, or they help me at least, and antacids and stuff like that. I always make sure there's that kind of stuff near me, and if there's dogs, I always make sure they've gotten their shots and make sure, all that, because I'm extremely afraid of this kind of stuff. If I try any, foods at someone else's house, I usually check it to make sure it's not undercooked or anything. I ask them what they put in it and stuff like that. Well, usually when I go over to other people's houses, it's just pizza or something, so it's never that bad, but still. Another thing I do is I like to avoid traveling. I've kind of gotten over this part recently, which I'm thankful for, but because my traumatic experience was in a car, so I started to think, oh, it must have been a car ride, I must have motion sickness, but I don't think I do, so that's good. Alright, thank you for watching. I don't have an ending card thing yet, so I guess I'll try to make one of those. Otherwise, it might be right here, right now. I don't know. I'm recording the audio before I even do any of the editing.